Hello and welcome back to Black Closet. New case, number 56, bloody hell. Phoebe and Annie have been circulating dark rumours about... no idea. That she's secretly a witch plotting to curse or otherwise harm her classmates. Is she a victim of a whisper campaign or a danger to the school? I received a letter from Eli University. My application was denied. Now, is that due to dodgy reputation and karma, or is that because we screwed over the Who's My What's It student? Or the Who's My What's It society? You know what I mean. So yes, April 2nd, which is today. Did that say her spirit was broken and she swore allegiance to the council? Because that's not creepy at all. Meanwhile, we've got a fight club going on, I think. Ah, heirloom locket. Okay. Wielding motive against me. Okay, so we suspect that it's got something to do with Megan, but we're gonna have to stalk her, aren't we? Have fun with that. Meanwhile, potentially a goth. Serious business. Talk to her. Talk to her. And yeah, you've got good stealth skill. Actually, no. You are very friendly, so you talk to her. While you are at least moderately sneaky, so you are going to stalk her. Alright. Guard the atrium. Should be pretty solid. Yep. Nothing bad happens, so I think we can call that a success. Don't learn anything new. Voodoo doll full of pins in our room. You still stop to meditate in the gazebo. You know, search the gazebo. You have announced for success. We gain 5 reputation. Aha! I received a letter from you, Stylus. My application was accepted. Excellent. Well, that was my primary choice, wasn't it? So that's good. That is very good. All right. So we think she has a motive, but proving it's going to be difficult. We probably ought to talk to her, actually. So Mallory, go have a conversation with her. Meanwhile, Vinay is going to... Actually, no. Vinay is going to search her room. While Leon, with the aid of some binoculars, is going to search there. Meanwhile, we've searched these without finding anything. She's got pretty low observation skills, so if we stalk her with the aid of some slippers, we should hopefully find something. And Althea, you can't go to the supply closet, so you are just going to... Now, we've already questioned her without getting anywhere. We've tried harassing her without getting her. We've tried stalking her without getting anywhere, so I think we're done for today. Remember Megan asking her about a locket? Yep. Quietly search her room. Massive observation skills. You found a voodoo doll full of pins. It was in plain sight. This is suspicious. Quietly search. Good call. We succeeded, but we found nothing of interest. Doesn't seem to follow notice, but we do find... Ah, bloody hell. I was just not getting anywhere solving that one. Someone has hung an unauthorized poster in the common room. It's an inflammatory flyer in favor of free higher education. Find out who's responsible and make sure they don't do it again. Seriously? I happen to believe in free higher education. Let's face it, I've got 21 grand's worth of debt to student finance to pay for my university. And let's face it. Okay. So we've got at least a few acceptance letters. That's good. Alright, so you're getting detention for having a voodoo doll, you bad person. Actually, I don't even need to use Thais for that, if I'm honest. Alright, so we're going to send Vinay to inspect that, because that's, you know, really easy. And we are going to get some supplies from the cupboard. Sulks through detention to lose 5 karma. Don't find anything new. Rummage around the supply closet and fly in the slippers. Another flyer has appeared. This one is opposing free higher education and was found in the North Hallway. So at least we get. So yes, so we didn't get into the top university, but we did get into our, you know, what was our actual choice, which is fine. Okay, so I know you're a goth. So have fun with your suspension. Suspended for being a goth. Am I the only one who thinks that's a bit harsh? Inspect it. And do I need to do anything else? You two guard the common room. She'll lose her reputation for her being suspended, but hopefully that'll be the end of it. Some discarded notes for an upcoming debate about free higher education. The debate club. Isn't Madison in charge of that now? You may question, harass, and stalk Madison. You notice Alicia is hanging around the area, watching you out the corner of her eye. When you try to speak to her, she hurries away. This is suspicious. So, lad from Packard, my application was accepted. That's the last result. I have a month to make up my mind. Okay, so she's suspended, so there's nothing I can do about her there. Okay, so let's have a friendly chat with the head of the debate club and let us stalk her. While Althea goes to the supply cupboard. Oh dear, I think the girls have gotten carried away with the debate. I'll talk to them. Good. Alicia doesn't seem to notice you following her around. You see her cross paths with Connie, and the two of them exchange angry whispers. Seems like they're rivals, who now question, harassed, and stalk Connie. Gain some fashion tips. On the weekend, you have a chance to reduce. On Saturday evening, someone knocks on your door. Captain, we don't mean to bother you, but... is something wrong? Not wrong exactly. We had a concern. Miss Telmarge has a meeting for next year's officers to talk about what's happening with the student council. I brought up the issue of recruiting more rank-and-file council members to handle the workload, considering how difficult things have been this year. She said we shouldn't worry, because next year everything would be different. And she said not to tell you that. I don't know, maybe we shouldn't, but it didn't sound right. Why didn't she want you to tell me? She didn't say. Maybe it's just because you're graduating, so it doesn't matter now. Haven't you noticed anything strange about the cases we've been handling this year? There has been a bucket load of them, but let's start with the steam tunnels. We should never have been assigned to investigate that case. There really was something wrong, though. School security should have been handling it, not the student council. Especially when we didn't even have permission to be down there. So why did Miss Telmarge tell you to handle it? She isn't telling us everything, is she? But what can we do? That's up to the captain to decide. Now you know our concerns, I trust you know what to do about them. Until the year ends, this is still your council, Elsa. What is Miss Telmarge up to? Could she be part of the Red Mask Society, secretly trying to bring down the school? I don't know why she would, but... we must consider all possibilities. The debate club promises to keep their arguments strictly inside the club. Handled. Good. Large number of biology students. Oh, God. How lazy are these teachers? Or admittedly, it could be another cheating ring. How can a student council investigate a teacher? We have no power to threaten or bribe our own controllers. We must know the truth. Might the records office hold some answers? Well, we shall find out, because Bonet is going to search the records office, and if anybody can pull it off, it's her. Meanwhile, let's do some searching of these girls' rooms, because privacy! Ah, what's that? Meanwhile, you are going to have a pleasant conversation with one of them, and Face is going to go to the... We've got 5 points to spend on training, but I don't think I'm going to spend them yet. Okay. See how we can win this easy. Ms. Tolmage requested an expansion to the budget for next year owing to this year's difficulties in the student council. She gets more money because of all the cases you've had to solve? Quietly search a room. But we don't find anything interesting. Quietly search the room. Failed it. Yeah, she got an 85. Suspicions are not enough. The only remaining option is to find out what Tolmage is up to and confront her directly as a group. The final mystery. Oh, good lord. So we could confront her, but that probably requires mass... I mean, look at her stats! Jesus H. Christ. We'll need everything we can get on that one. Which means that we're going to have to boost your friendliness. Meanwhile, investigate the biology lab. Actually, no. So, whose room was it we failed to search? Was it Betty's? Yeah, I think it was Betty's. Yeah, Mallory searched Betty's room, so Bonet is going to research Betty's room, see if we can find anything. Beryl's room is going to get searched by Rowan. And between you two, you should be able to do a half-decent search of that room. So you get more points in social. Quietly search a room, good. But we didn't find anything. Quietly search a room. But we don't find anything. We got caught ransacking our room. We didn't even find anything. Bloody hell. Candice's room is going to be a problem. Hannah will be representing St. Claudines at the citywide programming challenge on April 17th. The performance will respect on the school. Make sure she's up to the challenge. Fragile genius. Let us question her in a friendly manner. Mallory, you're good at that. Okay, yours is the room that really needs to be searched, so Vonet's going to do that. And actually I'm going to take Mallory out, give her some sedatives in her questioning, because they're useful. Actually no, sedatives isn't what I wanted to use. I wanted to use fashion tips. Because I want to free up a little bit of space so I can hopefully get some Mark 15 stuff. She's suspended for another day, so hopefully she'll come back and realise that being a goth is a terrible life choice. I'm kidding, obviously. Damn it, searched everybody's rooms and didn't find a damn thing. Don't worry, I'm definitely going to win. She seems confident. All pass, good. Joins to the school indignant. She complains heavily about the school's heavy-handed treatment of anyone just a little bit different. Council loses 5 karma, school loses 1 reputation. Well, that could have worked better. Don't know how the hell I was meant to get out of that one. Alright, let's have a shifty around the biology lab. So we've got some good stuff. So ideally what I could do with is something that boosts observation by 15, but given Monet's massive observation skills, we're still going to get bull rushed by Miss Tolmage, aren't we? Rowan Excellent. Stalker. And Theus, supply closet, please. Quietly search for clues. We're gonna find anything? No! Son of a... we haven't found a damn thing on this one. More sedatives. Okay, do we think we're ready to go after her? Yeah, because that uses everything. So we've reduced it at 80, we've got the baseball bat. We're still going to get, you know, unless we can level up our people a lot more, we're not going to be able to pull this off. So let's have some friendly chats. So yes, I think what you basically need to do is just boost everybody to the point where they've got, you know, like 80 points in one particular skill. I'll have to remember that for next time, if there is a next time. Yeah, so they all seem to think they got an 85. She doesn't like to talk about her grades. So how long have I got until I have to make a, you know, karma reputation? Sometimes maybe better let a case fail and lose the reputation rather than lose too much karma trying to investigate it, or vice versa. Looks like it was just a coincidence. Alright, that's fine. I'll take it. Deirdre, the top art student in her class, due to unveil her newest... Oh god, here we go again. What is it with these people in terrible paintings? Okay. April 17th. Nothing we can really do to prep her, I don't think, because we've stalked her and we've questioned her, and I don't think harassing is a good idea. So I'll just have to keep an eye out on her. Meanwhile, friendly chat with Mallory. While we have a little bit of a stealthy look at her room. Actually, no, send Bonet. I suppose I should have a picture shows you a painting of a male pole dancer. What is it with these people liking their pictures of male pole dancers? Quietly search your room. The art in progress is easy to see. It's a painting of a male pole dancer. Hannah was busted for cheating at the program challenge. It's a scandal. How the hell was I supposed to find that out? Well, bollocks. Yeah, karma and reputation are taking a bit of a beating here. Alright, you're the friendliest person we have. Go persuade her to not do something that stupid. Yep. Good. In 3 skill training points. Sandra and Chris came to class recently with similar injuries. Had they been fighting? I hope not. Because you are going to the training room. Because if I can get you above... We can get within shouting distance of doing this on at least some of the stats. In terms of 2 sedatives, will knock it down to 80 points on everything. Right, so then... We've got 75 there, so that's within shouting distance. Not great shouting distance. Plus 15 there, plus 15 there. So yeah, so the only one we're really missing is enough stealth skills. Even with the hall pass, the highest we've got is 45, which is 60, which will fail guaranteed, but goodness knows if we can pull it off. Alright. So you are going to have a friendly chat with Mallory. And you are going to have a friendly chat with Bonet. And hopefully it's nothing to worry about. Boost your social skills a bit more. Practicing rugby triads the other day, they got some bruises. No mystery. Good. Only an A grade. We solved that immediately. Come on. Alright. Into the training room you go. I think that's all we can do. Alright. We ready to try this? We're gonna fail this. I hope you appreciate that I'm giving you this time, Elsa. I am very busy with... Girls, what are all of you doing here? We need to talk. You need what I tell you to need. Were you intending to organise some sort of year-end party for the council officers? I'm not sure this year's performance merits. And whose fault is that? I bet any party you set up will be a real blast. Huh? A party would be nice, but that's not why... Why don't we let Elsa explain what we're doing here? I don't have time for this nonsense. Too busy sabotaging St. Claudine's? Is that the best you could do? Try to make up for your own failures by blaming it all on someone else? What possible reason could I have to act against this school? Well, let's start with the money. Not everyone is as mercenary as your family. The real reason that St. Claudine's reputation has been slipping this year, Elsa, is that you are an incompetent leader. Next year's student council has their work cut out for them cleaning up after your mess. I've been covering for you as much as I dared, pleading your youth and inexperience, and this is how you repay me? It's not too late for me to explain to your universities the folly of taking in a viper like you. If you wish to keep your shining future, you would be wise to admit your failures and beg for my forgiveness. You're only threatening me because you're afraid. You are the one who should be afraid. Oh god. So she's got a 100% stealth score, so yep. Aha! Who do I send into this? Rowan? Block stealth to stealth, or we can counterattack with... Cyanide. No, there's no way we can block stealth to stealth. So, okay. It's not going to run... Ah, let me guess, we can't... Can we assign multiple items? Oh, come on, are you kidding? That only works for one... Bloody hell. Well, web-boned. Rowan and Telmage each lose 5 stealth. Just throwing in her observation skills. Vinay. Let's hit her with... Yup. You got the good observation, so let's block her. Lose 5 observation. Intimidation. Theus, you and your baseball bat are going to have fun with this one. Block it. Theus gains 15 intimidation. Oh-ho. Oh, there's much. Oh, that was from the baseball bat. Then they lose 5. Theus, block her again. Observation. Vinay. And a sedative. Nobody's got the counter skills to block it. Intimidation again. Here is going to counterattack with friendship. Failed though. We lost 5 social. Using our stealth again, so we could counter with that, but we're not going to. Sign item we don't have. Actually, no, you can okay, so block is guaranteed to succeed and dock 5 points. Okay. See, our best skill at the moment is... Okay, I figured out how this works. I think. Enough! This is ridiculous. Do you realise that you're attempting to harass a member of the faculty? What do you hope to accomplish? You have read your student handbooks. You know the penalty for insubordination. Every one of you has already earned a week's detention. If this progresses, it will qualify as extortion. You would be suspended, without recourse, even expelled. And you are not truly to blame. You have only followed where your leader commanded. Step away now and you will not be punished. Don't throw your careers away for Elsa's misguided crusade. I don't want to get in trouble, I'm sorry. Your support is dwindling. You should have quit while you were ahead. Foolish children must be taught a lesson! No one will believe your little stories. Okay, social, which I'm assuming social counter by. Yep, aggressiveness. Wish I had the bloody thing now. Actually, sign Rowan, whose social skills suck. So, Rowan withdraws from the fight. Oh, bloody hell. Ah, so one of her things got knocked as... Okay. We're going to lose this fight because I had no idea how the hell to fight it, aren't we? So if I'd known what I know now, I could send her in against us. Monet, block it. Both lose 10 social. Ah, we're losing more now. Alright, you can afford to lose 10 stealth. No one will believe your little stories. Theoretically winnable. Or it certainly would be if I had my solid baseball bat. Alright, you can afford to lose 10 social. Stealth, 74. Nope, you can't afford to lose 10 stealth. You can, though. Social, 64. You can afford to block that with your social skills. Stealth, 64. You can afford to lose the stealth. I've figured out how this works. Intimidation 84. We're going to lose some intimidation here, but Lene can afford to lose it. Okay. Now, Theus, counterattack. Haha, she loses 10 social. Okay, hitting us with observation. That's annoying. Theus can afford to lose some observation. Hitting us with intimidation. We need to cancel out the power of friendship. No, just block it. Counterattack. Observation. Counterattack. Aha. We're fighting back. Observation. Counterattack. Okay, that's countered by stealth, and nobody has good stealth, so we can afford to lose some observation from Theus. Here's my trap, stealth 34. Observe it. Sign item, which I don't need. So, Bonet. Counterattack. Theus. Counterattacker. Do I just have to get one of them down to 0, or am I going to have to try and find a way to whack out our observation skills, which is going to be tricky? Observation, 59. Nobody's got good stealth skills, so you can afford to lose some observation. Counterattack. This is actually shockingly tense. The record will be black. Damn it, these guys can't afford to. Okay, we can actually afford to lose some observation here because their stealth score's so low. Intimidation 64. By blocker intimidation on intimidation, we can still hold. Observation again, but again I can afford to block it. Observation to observation. Intimidation again. Intimidation is countered by friendship though, and we can counter. Damn it! Oh, good lord. I was actually going to assign her the perfume. Jesus, I can't believe we won that. I thought we were buggered there. Counterattack. Okay, I'm going to have to leave this part here. But we're pretty close to the end of this now, I suspect. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next and almost certainly final part.